What's going on, guys? I'm Fuller from Custom Offsets, and today, since we're all stuck at home, we're doing kind of a virtual truck build, which was inspired actually by a graphic that I believe we pulled from the NBA. Basically, you had to build your team with $15, and they assigned certain dollar amounts to certain players. So Keaton went in and he assigned dollar amounts to certain trucks, wheels, tires, lift kits, and other accessories. So it's going to be, I believe, myself, we've got Jared and Dustin. We're all going to go through and build our own versions of these trucks with our $15 budget. Now, obviously, you can't actually build a truck in real life for $15. These are just the numbers that we've assigned to each vehicle. So it kind of breaks it down by being some of the more expensive or more desired vehicles being higher priced, and then the wheels is kind of the same thing. A higher priced wheel is like American Forces are set at $5, but an Anthem Defender is set at $1. So you kind of have both ends of the spectrum of the higher price stuff and the lower price stuff, and the option, or the goal here, is to build out your truck. So let's get into it.
Hey guys, Dustin here with Custom Offsets, and today I want to take you through how I picked my $15 truck build. So let's kick it off, starting with the truck. I looked at all the options there. There are a lot of really solid options. However, I knew that Fuller was probably going to pick a Raptor, so I wanted to do something a little different. I opted to go with the Dodge 2500. I'm going to assume it's a Cummins because I really want a Cummins. So I picked the Cummins. And then knowing that, I actually went over to customoffsets.com/gallery and did a little bit of looking around, tried to find something that I thought would be a really good fit. I wanted to kind of look at both lift size as well as wheel options. So that could kind of help me dial in my choice from there. So that takes me into the next one. I found this really, really beautiful white Ram. That kind of embodied everything I wanted. He's running a 5-inch lift kit, but I wanted something a little bit bigger than that. We'll get into that in a bit. So I went, as far as wheels go, I went with the Archon Lincoln. I went with the Lincoln. It's priced, according to the build sheet, it's priced really affordably. And actually, they are a really affordable wheel as well. They look really good. The truck I found in the gallery that I kind of modeled after also had the Lincoln on it in the black and milled. So those are super affordable wheels. They look really good. They look good on that truck. So I picked the Archon Lincoln for wheels. As far as tires go, I opted to go with the Toyo Open Countries. Great tires, really good buy for the money. You really can't go wrong. I had a little bit of money to spend in that bracket as well, so I did that option. So yeah, I went with the Open Country MT, a little bit more of an aggressive tire, but still super, super usable. Plus, they look really, really good on those Archon Lincolns. So I was super excited about that. All right, so that takes me into the next bit here, suspension, which is up next. For the suspension, I went with the Magoi's 7-9 kit. It's a little bit bigger than the truck I found in the gallery, a little bigger than the one that I was originally looking at. However, at that price point, it can't be beat. Magoi's makes really, really good suspension. I think their stuff looks really good. Plus, it's that 7-9 adjustable kit, which means that you can actually dial in and get that exact perfect level fitment with that adjustability. So I went to the Magoi's 7-9 for that. I know a couple guys that have them and really, really like that kit as well. So I went that direction. And then wrapping it up, as far as accessories goes, I looked at a lot of options. I didn't have a lot of money left. I was up to 13 bucks already, so I only had $2, which left me with either the Bushwhacker fender flares or spiked lug nuts. Now, personal preference, when I look at both of those and kind of the build and the style of truck I was going for here, I actually went with spiked lug nuts. Not, in this particular case, I don't think that Bushwhacker flares would have gone really well with this build, so I went with the spiked lug nuts. Hopefully, I don't get too much hate for that. So as I said, that left me at 14 bucks. It leaves me $1 left over, so I can go to Taco Bell and get myself a bean and cheese burrito. So yeah, that's how I built my truck. I'm super excited to see how both Fuller and Junior built theirs. And yeah, we'll go from there.
All right, guys, so for my $15 truck build, I'm actually gonna build 2 trucks because I think I can budget it out and do one more overland off-road style build and one more show build.
And have 2 trucks that are cooler than Fuller's 1 truck. So let's get into it.
I'm gonna go with the 2 cheapest, which I actually don't mind as it is anyways. It's a $1 Chevy Colorado, which hopefully it's got a Duramax in it, because that'd be pretty sick. And then the second one is gonna be the Toyota Tacoma for $2. So I'm at $3 right now. And those are 2 trucks. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the Colorado and make that my show build, take the Tacoma and make that my like overland off-road trail style build. So then going into wheels, I'm also gonna go with the 2 cheapest wheels. just because I also like them. Like, these options are good options, so I'm kind of like, I'm going under the radar with this one. The Lincoln is $2. That's the second to cheapest one on this list. So the Lincolns are gonna go on my Colorado, and then the Anthem Defenders are the $1 option, and that is the like perfect tire for off-road overland style build, and that's gonna go on the Tacoma then. So Anthems and Archons, two pretty bad setups there. Tires, I'm gonna go with the Federal Karajas and the Venom Power Terra Hunters. The Karajas, I'm gonna put on the Tacoma for the off-road mud tire style, and then the Venom Power Terra Hunters, just because they're newer, I don't know as much about them. I don't know that I would necessarily take them as much off-road just because I don't know, but on-road, I don't see any issues, so those then will go on the Colorado. Lift kits is the next move, so I'm gonna do a McGoy's 7-inch to 9-inch adjustable lift kit for $3 on the Colorado. That's gonna be pretty sick. A Colorado 9 inches of lift. I don't even know if they make them for it, but hey, it's all pretend anyways, right? So here we go. And then the Ready Lift SST kit is what I will put on the Tacoma. So Tacoma on SST Ready Lift kit, which I think is like a 3.5 or 4-inch suspension kit. And then the Colorado is gonna have a 7-inch to 9-inch McGoy's. I have $1 left over, if I did the math right. I have $1 left, so I'm gonna put spiked lug nuts on my Colorado because all show builds and Archons should have spiked lug nuts. So there you go. I just built 2 trucks for $15 total. What? I beat Fuller, totally, hands down. But yeah, so Colorado on 26 by 14. Let's go 24-14. It's kind of a smaller truck. An Archon, Chevy Colorado on 24 by 14 Archon Lincolns in chrome. Went with Venom Power tires, went with a McGoy's 7 to 9 inch adjustable lift kit, and then spiked lug nuts. And then I also snuck in a Tacoma. I did a Tacoma on Anthem Defenders with Federal Karaja MTs, Ready Lift SST suspension lift kit, and that's it on that one. I snuck spiked lug nuts on the Colorado. It's more of a show build and an off-road build. Beat that, Fuller.
So when I was going through to pick the truck that I wanted something relatively capable, but I didn't want to blow all of my money and go with the Ford Raptor, which I'd usually probably pick, but since I'm trying to stick to a budget, I went with the Toyota Tacoma, so that's $2 there. Toyota, obviously, I've been a fan of. I've said it before in different videos. They make really capable vehicles. I love the Tacoma. I think it's a great off-road platform, and yeah, that's why I chose the Tacoma. Now, jumping into wheels, I went with the Anthem Defenders because on my list here, they're only $1, so I can get wheels for very, very affordable prices, which translates to real life too. The Anthems are a more of an affordable brand. But here I could get the wheels, and then I'd have more money left to spend on the other items on the list. So I put a lot of money into tires because, just like in real life, I want to put more money into tires because tires are the one thing that contacts your truck to the road, and I think they're very, very important. So you'll see me talk about that in other tire reviews that we've done on the YouTube channel. But I went with the Nitto Ridge Grapplers, which are actually the highest price on the list at $5, according to the little sheet that we've got here. It's a hybrid tire, a little bit of all-terrain, a little bit of mud terrain, so it should be relatively good if I'm going for more of like an off-road style build on here. The rest of them were like true MT tires and the Venom Power Terra Hunter tires, so I went with the Nitto Ridge Graps. Tried to go with American-made product, and they're just a very good tire. We recommend them to a whole bunch of people, so why not go with them myself. Now jumping down to the lift kit, BDS coilover came in at the most expensive, and I also went with the BDS coilover because, again, going for the best quality and best driving experience. So that's why the tires and the lift kit were two very important pieces. So those are both $5 each. That ate up a good chunk of my budget, and I had $2 left to spend on accessories, so the only thing I could get was either spiked lug nuts and come in under budget, or go with the Bushwhacker fender flares, and I decided to go with the Bushwhacker fender flares because it kind of completes that look of the off-road theme that I had in my head when I designed this virtual truck. So that's our virtual build-off. I'm sure at some point we had the price sheet up on the screen here, or maybe Keaton's got it up right now. You can kind of go through that. Let us know in the comments what you would pick for your build, your virtual build that is, or if you're trying to build your truck in real life, head up to CustomOffsets.com. We got a whole bunch of stuff on sale right now, as well as low as 0% APR financing. So you got deals that way you can kind of build your truck right now and don't have to worry about paying for it till later. Peace.